Good morning. It is what is that? The 3rd of May? Woo, 3rd of May, 2022. Crazy. Crazy it's this late in the year already. But here we are this morning, and what we're looking at is the race to Bastogne, a solitaire war game by none other than Mike Lambo. Sorry about the glare. It is quite hot here today, but it is also quite rainy. So, yeah, it is what it is. I've looked at several of these games by Mike Lambo. This is his 6th offering in his game book format, and I'm going to tell you, I couldn't be more pleased to see these games keep getting cranked out. And it's not only Mike Lambo, although he is, as far as I can tell, the most prolific. Other people are cranking out game books. And if you know me, in this format, I think that I love the idea of a war game in this format, right? That's just, I always have. So, we're going to look at this one. This one is the race to Bastogne. And obviously, I like to, we'll get into that later. So obviously, Siege of Bastogne and a larger part of the Battle of the Bulge, right? So the blurb on the back. The race to Bastogne puts you in charge of armored units from the U.S. in the Battle of the Bulge in 1944 World War II. You will be commanding small groups of Sherman tanks, Priest mobile artillery, and Greyhound armored cars in order to clear routes across the freezing countryside to Bastogne, where the U.S. 101st Airborne are surrounded by the enemy. The aim of the game is to allow people to access the wargaming hobby easily, whether they are new to it or are just looking for something that is quick to get to the table. That is what I like most about what he's telling you here. He's telling you this is to help people access it easily. And it's for experienced war gamers to just to play when in the time crunch. Love that. Love these games by Mike Lambo. So if we look at it, introduction rules, right? We're going to look at this. We're going to have 12 missions, all right? He's got a twist in this one. These are his other books. The Fields of Normandy. That was his first offering. That's where I first picked up on this and thought, man, this is good. The Battles of Normandy. Ghosts of the Jungle. That's a Vietnam one. Battles of Medieval Britain. Another. That's maybe the most interesting of them all. Beaches of the Brave. That's another World War II. And The Race to Bastogne. You can tell where Mike Lambo's wargaming interests lie almost by, or where his most prolific area is just by looking at a lot of these World War II games. So that's fine. That's fine for me, and understandably why a Britisher would be making World War II games. Yeah, highly understandable. I just think Britishers and people in Europe, and Japan, World War II is affected them a lot more than it did Americans, and understandably why. If you look at places like Germany and Japan, which was most affected in every way, that completely changed who those people were. And Italy, another place that if you know anything about it's been there and visited, that people of a certain age are highly affected by World War II. And Britain too, right? I mean, we have Pearl Harbor Day, right? That's Japan dropped bombs on Pearl Harbor, sunk to USS Arizona. We understand what being attacked in our homeland is, as well as you could argue, the events of the 11th of September in 2001. Those affected us greatly. Now imagine that just with the Luftwaffe continually the bombing campaigns of the Luftwaffe in World War II. So that amps it up greatly, right? So no wonder a Britisher would be focusing on World War II. So how this book works. This book is a solitaire war game. You play the game and the book will provide the enemy. You will need at least 3, but preferably 5 standard 6-sided dice. That should be no problem for any regular gamer to find standard 6-sided dice. You know, they're in Monopoly. I mean, whatever. Game counters have been included at the end of the book, which you can cut out and copy and stick to card if you wish. This makes the game quicker to play. Now, that's something new. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the first time I've seen him include counters. And we're going to go back and look at those. Suggested counters, right? And these are kind of neat. If you want to play cut and paste, you can do that. That doesn't bother a lot of war gamers to, you know, get into the craft area. Some it does, right? But it is what it is. It's a great option to have, and I do applaud that. Which it'll tell you while by no means necessary, some players might like to copy or remove this page and stick to these counters onto medium card. Yeah, you put card stock. You know, you can use a cereal box if you want to, whatever. And yeah, but I think that's a nice touch to give you that alternative. And the game itself plays. You got the mission setups. Plays much like some of the other ones you've seen. I guess Battles of Normandy. I haven't played it yet, so I can't talk a lot about it. You got, again, the orders: move, reverse, turn, attack, smoke, recon. All right, so talks about enemy movement, which is not hard to figure out. Rather easy, right? I've talked a lot about the rules of some of these games or other places, so we're just looking at it right now. I might give you a review and might play a short playthrough later. I don't know. Maybe. All right. So flank and support. Player aid overview. Okay, this is going to tell you your sequence of play. Place each of your units in one of the starting hexes marked with a black triangle. 1 unit per hex maximum, facing any hex side of your choice. Okay, so dealing with a little bit of facing there. Mark X in the next turn track section. So here, tracker section. So here's, you're talking about, you can place them. These are starting places where those triangles are. It's your turn track. You're just marking off. If you can see that, there we go. Sorry, apologize. You're going to select each unit to turn. You know, roll 3d6. Perform any or none of the orders indicated. Right. So you're going to. These are your orders. This is what you're going to. This is first. It's training mission. Right. So that's an easy one. So it's the U.S. orders, right? You're just going to roll on there and you're going to pick from the orders. Move. Turn 1 hex edge to the left or right, okay. Reverse to the adjacent hex directly behind, okay. Attack. Smoke. Add 1 smoke marker to its own or any adjacent hex not already smoked. All right, popping some smoke there. If you want to call it. Recon. Activate any revealed German units. Remove all smoke markers and check for wind condition, or if turn tracker is full. Otherwise, go back to step 2. So there it is. And I think you had there's your training mission. Cool, very neat. Then you move here, starting out, right? Mission 3. Wow. Forest north. Cool. All right. So that's what we have. That's the game. And I love it. Love every minute of it. Mike Lambo is doing a good thing for me, at least. He puts them out he churns these out, man. I just noticed at the beginning of the year he's got 6 out. Of course, simple, lot, evidently easy to design. He's easy to how he's working his rules in on these things, and they're pretty cool, pretty neat for anybody starting out in wargaming or anybody just enjoying the idea of a book game, which I do greatly. All right, folks, I'm gonna run. Got things to do. I'm kind of tired today this morning, man. I did some PT with some much younger guys, and I'm dead. And you'd say, why are you dead? Well, I'm competitive, right? It don't matter. I'm still competitive. I'm going to try to keep up. So, yeah, more out. But it is what it is. Nice stuff. This is like, what, $14.99? So definitely worth the price. Worth the price of admission if you want it. Go check out Mike's games, man. Here you go. And we'll... where man, did I pass it? There they are. Go check out Mike's games. It's something you probably like if you're a war gamer in there, right? Again, the ones I think are most interesting to me were Ghosts of the Jungles and Battles of Medieval Britain, but all of them I like at one point or the other. So, there it is. The Race to Bastogne. Y'all have a great day. Be good out there, young men and young ladies. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.